Salvatorio speaks, and here's what he's got to say about StateWide Relocation, the F-rated rip-off moving company. I'm reading from Yelp.com. Reviews for StateWide Relocation, Miami, Florida. This is a review from Kate G. of New York, New York. It's dated July 20, 2012. Attention, anyone looking for movers. StateWide Relocation is a complete scam and will ruin your move. A month ago, I was forced to find some very last-minute movers to take my stuff from Atlanta to New York. I hired a company that I thought was called New Times Moving. Alert! They are also known as StateWide Relocation. I'll say it again. New Times Moving is StateWide Relocation. Don't hire New Times Moving either. It's the same stinking company. They have separate websites and reviews for each company, but if you look closely, they are actually the same company. You can even see that both companies have the exact same address in Miami. I'll say it again. New Times Moving is the same as StateWide Relocation. Don't hire anybody by that name. They're the same stinking company. I was given an estimate of $1,300 and told to wait for my movers and foreman to arrive at 7 p.m. I got a call from a man who said he was parked nearby. I looked out my window and noticed a large moving truck with a man standing outside the truck. He was clearly the man I was on the phone with, and he was very obviously rounding up a few of the men waiting around Home Depot for jobs. These were the men that ended up packing up all my belongings. The minute the foreman walked in my door, he started tallying up additional costs that I would have to pay. Walking fees, material fees, setup fees, shuttle fees, etc. Several pieces of my IKEA furniture were taken apart by the movers. The foreman assured me they would be put back together upon arrival in NYC. Alert, they weren't. After all my stuff was loaded, I was promptly presented with a $2,700 bill. The amount actually doubled. I was stunned, but forced to sign the paperwork and try to forget how much I was paying these people. My foreman assured me that my things should arrive by Friday. It was Monday, and I believed him. First huge mistake. It took them 10 days to get my stuff to me. I attempted to keep track of the status, location of my belongings, though I'm not sure I trust a single person I spoke with or worked with, so who knows where my things actually went. I was told that my things were taken directly to a storage unit in Atlanta for the next 3 days. After calling my foreman continuously for 3 days, I finally got confirmation that my things were on the way to NYC. When Friday rolled around, I found out they made it to the tri-state area, but were then placed in a storage unit in New Jersey. It was there that they remained for the next 5 days. Meanwhile, I am without bedding, bath supplies, and clothing, sleeping on the hardwood floor in an empty apartment while my belongings sit in a storage unit less than an hour away. My stuff was then passed on to a new company called Rockland Movers. I think that they are the New York partners of StateWide Relocation, New Times Moving, and they are actually worse than the first round of movers and dispatch. I honestly didn't think that was possible, but Rockland might be the worst company of all time. See my review of Rockland on their Yelp page. Bottom line, StateWide / New Times Moving is a huge scam. They will swindle you out of thousands of dollars and treat your belongings like trash. When my things finally arrived in NYC, they were broken, missing pieces, and put back together completely wrong. It was the most frustrating experience of my life. In caps, stay away from these companies. That's StateWide Relocation, the F-rated ripoff company. They did the same thing to me, Kate. They switched the move. And that is legal. Believe it or not. That's how our Congress protects us. That's how our government, that's how the FMCSA protects you. Are you kidding me? The only protection here is being paid to the mob of movers that do this stuff. Salvatore has spoken. And that's what he had to say about StateWide Relocation, the F-rated rip-off moving company.